Hey, my friends, good morning. My name is Mr. Jim, and I work here at the Fayetteville Public Library, and I'm so glad you've joined us this morning. This is Toddler Story Time. We are bringing you virtual story times for the time being, so thank you very much for joining us online, either live or recorded later. Every Thursday morning at 10 a.m., we're bringing you a Toddler Story Time, me and Miss Sarah. We missed you last week. We hope you had a great Thanksgiving holiday if you celebrated that. We are back for the December Story Times. We can't believe it's December already, and we're really glad that you are watching us and playing along with us and reading with us today. So thank you very much for that. I have just a couple of announcements before we get started with story time today. The very first announcement is that this Saturday there is a very special event happening here at the library. We are hosting a free vaccine clinic in the Ziegler reception room on the first floor of the library, just over by the children's library. In that vaccine clinic, you can get your flu shot or the Pfizer vaccine for COVID-19 at no cost. There is more information on our website, faylib.org. But again, that is a free clinic happening this Saturday in the library in the reception room on the first floor from 9:30 until 1:30 in the afternoon. Again, visit our website for more information for that. And then also happening this Saturday in the Storytime room, which I'm in right now, we're having our Super Saturday Celebrate Hanukkah event. We're going to have some very special guests from Temple Shalom here, and they're going to lead us in some Hanukkah activities. There's a special craft and stories. We would love for you to be a part of that celebration happening in this room, the Storytime room, at 10 a.m. on this Saturday morning, December 4th. And that's all my announcements, so why don't we sing a good morning song? Thank you very much for listening to announcements. I'm going to raise my hands really big so the lights don't go off. Now we're going to put our hands up like this. Can you sing my very favorite good morning song? We're going to sing a song called Open, Shut Them. Open, shut them starts with our hands up like this. We sing, open, shut them, give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, put them in your lap, lap, lap. Now creep them, crawl them, crawl them, right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open up your little mouth, but do not let them in. Good job, my friends. It's really silly. I hope you didn't put your fingers in your mouth. Then we'd have to go wash our hands. Why don't we sing it one more time? Can you put your hands up one more time? Here we go. Open, shut them, give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, put them in your lap, lap, lap. Now creep them, crawl them, right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open up your little mouth, but do not let them in. Oh, thanks for being silly with my friends. Give yourself a round of applause. That was super silly. Thanks for being silly with me first thing today. That's always fun. I love that one. Today in Toddler Story Time, we're talking about something really sleepy. We're going to talk about lots of animals that like to sleep. Do you like to sleep? Do you like to take naps? Do you like to go to bedtime? Some people want to stay up late, and some animals want to stay up late too. But when it gets cold outside, like it's getting cold out now, some animals go to sleep for a long, long time. They'll go to sleep when it gets cold, and they won't wake up until it gets warm outside again. Like Big Bear over here. Bears love to sleep in the cold months, in the winter time. That big sleep is called hibernation. That's a really big word. Can you say that word with me? Hibernation. Hibernation is when animals go to sleep for those cold months and then wake up in the springtime again. So in story time today, we're going to read some books about animals like bears that do hibernation in the cold months and see what happens when those animals try and go to sleep. We'll read some picture books. We'll sing some songs. We will learn some sign language with our hands today too. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really glad that you're a part of it. So thanks for joining us again. We're going to start with this big book over here. This big book has a bear on the front. What is Bear doing? Bear is sleeping, and there's lots of other animals around Big Bear. I wonder if they're going to wake him up. That wouldn't be very nice if they woke Big Bear up. This big book is called Bear Snores On, and it's by Karen Wilson, and the pictures are by Jane Chapman. Before we read this book, there are 3 things that I like to do when we listen to a story. The first thing that we do is we make sure we're sitting down on our bottoms so that we can use our eyes to see the story. Thanks for sitting down with me today. The second thing that we do is we put on our listening ears. Here are my ears. Where are your ears? Are they listening? Very good. And the third thing that we do is we catch a big bubble in our mouth. Oh, and blow it out slow. Catch another big bubble. Very good. That helps us turn our voices off. Our ears are on and listening, and we're sitting down to see the first story. Bear snores on. Can you snore like a bear? That's a big bear snore. Here comes the story. It is snowing in the forest. Look at all the snow. It's definitely not cold enough to snow in Arkansas yet. But look, there's a big cave and some paw prints going into the cave. I wonder who is sleeping in the cave. Bear snores on. Look, a little teapot and some vegetables. Looks like a party. There's Bear sleeping in his cave. In a cave in the woods, in his deep, dark lair, through the long, cold winter, sleeps a great brown bear. Oh, there's Big Brown Bear, cuddled in a heap with his eyes shut tight. He sleeps through the day and he sleeps through the night. He sleeps all the time. The cold winds howl and the night sounds growl, but the bear snores on. Nothing's gonna wake Bear up. Look, it's Mouse. An itty-bitty mouse, pitter-patter, tiptoe, crawls in the cave from the fluff-cold snow. Mouse squeaks, too damp, too dank, too dark. So he lights wee twigs with a small, hot spark. Little Mouse makes a little fire in Big Brown Bear's cave. The coals pip-pop and the wind doesn't stop. But the bear snores on. Look at Big Brown Bear. And look, he's next to little bitty Mouse. Don't wake him up, little Mouse. Two glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" And a hare pops in. A hare is like a rabbit. Look at Hare's white fur. "Ho, Mouse," says Hare. "Long time no see." And they pop white corn, and they brew black tea. They're having a tea party with popcorn. Pop, 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 pop. Mouse sips wee slurps. Hare burps big burps. But the bear snores on. It's nice and warm in the cave now. There's lots of animal friends. Look, another friend. This is Badger. A badger scuttles by, sniff, snuffs at the air. "I smell yummy yums. Perhaps we can share?" "I've brought honey nuts," Badger says with a grin. "Let's divvy them up, cozy down, and dig in." Oh, that's really nice of Badger to bring snacks and then share them with the other animals. And they nibble with a chew, chomp, crunch, crunch, crunch. But the bear snores on. What does that sound like? Nothing's waking Bear up, and even more animal friends come. A gopher and mole tunnel up through the floor. Then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. Mole mutters, "What a night! What a storm!" twitters Wren, and everybody clutters in the great bear's den. Look at all these animals in Bear's den. Please be quiet. They tweet, and they titter, they chat, and they chitter, but the bear snores on. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. All these party animals, but not Bear. Hare stokes the fire, Mouse seasons stew, then a small pepper flake. A pepper flake is going to fly from the stew through the cave. The small pepper flake makes the bear say, achoo! That pepper flake went in Bear's nose and made him sneeze. He blows and he sneezes and the whole crowd freezes. There's all these animals in Bear's house. And the bear wakes up. Bear gnarls and he snarls. Bear roars and he rumbles. Bear jumps and he stomps. And bear growls and bear grumbles. Those animals look really afraid of Bear now. Oh no, is he going to be so mad that they're in his house having a party? No. Bear is so sad. Bear says, you've snuck in my lair, and you've all had fun. But me, I was sleeping, and I have had none. And he whimpers, and he moans, and he wails, and he groans. Mouse squeaks, don't fret, don't fuss. Look, see? We can pop more corn. We can brew more tea. The animals can have a lot more fun now that Bear is awake. Bear was sad that he missed out on all the fun, but the animals are going to invite Bear this time now that he's awake. Bear gulps. Bear gobbles. He sighs with delight. Then he spins tall tales through the blustery night. When the sun peeks up on a crisp, clear dawn, Bear can't sleep. He's having too much fun. But his friends snore on. All his friends stayed up too late last night, and now they're all sleeping. But Bear got his sleep already, so he's going to watch his friends while they sleep. That was really nice. All those animals had so much fun, and Bear finally woke up to have fun too. Thanks for listening to that story, my friends. That was Bear Snores On, and that's the end of this story. So we'll say, the end. The end. Thank you for listening. Oh, that was really silly. I like that the bear had to sleep in the cold months. Bear has lots of fur that keeps him warm in the cold months. We're going to sing a song about some of those animals that sleep in the cold months because it's not just bears. There are lots of other animals that have to go to sleep in the winter time too. I can think of bears that sleep. I can think of snakes. Did you know snakes go to sleep in the cold months too? They sleep for a while too. And bats that hang in caves. Bats go to sleep in the winter time too. They hibernate. Remember that big word of hibernate? We're going to sing a song about bears and snakes and bats and where they sleep when it gets cold outside in hibernation. So I brought Bear to sing with us. Are you ready? This is a tricky one, so I'll sing it to you, and then if you pick up on it, you can join me. This song goes, hibernation, time for hibernation. Hibernation, time to go to sleep. Can you pretend to go to sleep? In the winter, where is Bear? In his log or in his lair? Where is Bear? Log or lair? Oh, hibernation, time for hibernation. Hibernation, time to go to sleep. Very good. That's where bears go to sleep. What about snakes? Can you pretend to be a snake with your hands? Snakes. Snakes like it when it's warm, so when it gets cold, they get really sleepy. In the winter, where is Snake? In the mud beneath the lake. Where is Snake? Beneath the lake. Oh, hibernation, time for hibernation. Hibernation, time to go to sleep. Very good. And what about bats? Can you make a fluttering bat with your hands? These are like our bat wings. In the winter, where is Bat? In a cave is where he's at. Where is Bat? Cave it's at. Oh, hibernation, time for hibernation. Hibernation, time to go to sleep. Good job, my friends. Did you go to sleep? Pretend to go to sleep one more time. Good job. Now we wake up because we're going to sing another song. Thanks for singing that one with me. There are so many different animals that like to hibernate. Be sure that you learn up on those because we're going to learn. We're going to sing some songs about more, and we're going to read another book soon about more animals that go to sleep. I've got 5 friends, all different kinds of animals. I've got bear. Do you know what this one is? This is Skunk. Skunk can be really stinky, so we have to hold our nose sometimes. And look, I brought little turtle, and I brought ladybug. Ladybug is a bug. And I brought squirrel. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little friends that like to sleep in the winter. These friends are going to all sleep in one big bed. Let's see if I can get them all in the bed. There we go. Can you see all my little friends here? These are our 5 in the bed. We're going to sing 5 in the bed together and see what happens when Turtle needs more room in the bed. Here we go. Can you sing this one with me? There were, whoops, Turtle fell out. Spoiler alert. Let's try that again. Can you hold up 5 fingers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were 5 in the bed, and the little one said, move over, move over. So they all rolled over, and Big Bear fell out. Oh no, Big Bear fell out of the bed. Now there are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in the bed. There were 4 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over, and Squirrel fell out. Oh no. Now there's only 3 animals in the bed, Skunk, Turtle, and Ladybug. 1, 2, 3. Hold up 3 fingers. There were 3 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over, and Skunk fell out. Now there's only 1, 2 in the bed. There were 2 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So they both rolled over, and Ladybug fell out. Now Turtle with his turtle shell, you could just be sleeping in your shell, Turtle. Turtle is all by himself in this big bed. Now there's only 1. Can you hold up 1 finger? There was 1 in the bed, and the little one said, I'm lonely. So all the animal friends came back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And they all went to sleep for a long, long time. All these friends are going to hibernate. Turtle was pretty bossy about that bed sharing. Now they're all going to share one big bed, and they're going to sleep a lot better. And it's probably going to be warmer, too. Good job, my friends. Thanks for counting to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with me. That's fun. Thank you very much. We're ready for our next picture book. I've got another picture book about animals that like to sleep. What's on the front of this one? It's another bear. This is Big Black Bear. And Bear is going to help other animal friends go to sleep this time. This book is called Time to Sleep, and it's by Denise Fleming. Can we go through our checklist again of the things that we do before listening to a story? The first thing is we're sitting down on our bottoms to use our eyes to see the story. The second thing is we're putting on our listening ears again. And the last thing, catch a big bubble in your mouth. Very good. We're sitting down, we're listening, our voices are off, and we're listening to the next story. Time to sleep. Here comes the story. Bear sniffed once, sniffed twice. I smell winter in the air, said Bear. It is time to crawl into my cave and sleep. But first, I must tell Snail. Look, there's little Snail on a leaf, and there's Big Black Bear. Snail was slowly slithering up one leaf and down another. Snail, rumbled Bear, winter is in the air. It is time to seal your shell and sleep. Snail stopped slithering. You are right, Bear, said Snail. This morning there was frost on the grass. It is time to sleep. But first, I must tell Skunk. Snail is slowly going to tell Skunk it's time to go to sleep. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Skunk was busy digging up grubs. Skunk, winter is on its way, said Snail. It is time for you to curl up in your den and sleep. Snail is very slow with his words. Skunk looked up. The leaves on the trees were yellow and red. Have you seen the leaves change colors? Some of the leaves are falling off the trees now. All right, said Skunk, I will sleep, but first I must tell Turtle. Turtle was off on a ramble. Stop, Turtle, cried Skunk. I have news. Winter is on its way. Turtle blinked. Winter? Yes, winter, said Skunk. It's time for you to dig down deep and sleep. The days have been growing shorter, muttered Turtle. It is time to sleep. But first, I must tell Woodchuck. Turtle trudged up Woodchuck's hill. Woodchuck, called Turtle. Winter's on its way. It's time for you to burrow down and sleep. Thank goodness, said Woodchuck with a sigh. My skin's so tight I could not eat another bite. I am ready to sleep, but first I must tell Ladybug. Ladybug was perched high on a branch in a maple tree. Look at little Ladybug up there. Ladybug, called Woodchuck. Winter's on its way. Ladybug flew over Woodchuck's head. The leaves are falling from the trees, said Woodchuck. It's time for you to slip under a log and sleep. All right, said Ladybug. But first I must tell Bear. Ladybug flew over to Bear. Bear was softly snoring in her cave. Bear, cried Ladybug, wake up, wake up. Bear grumbled and rolled over. The sky is full of geese honking goodbye, cried Ladybug. Winter is on its way, Bear. Bear opened one eye. Then she opened the other eye. What? Growled Bear. It's time to crawl into your cave and sleep, said Ladybug. Ladybug, grumbled Bear. I am in my cave. I was asleep. Oh dear, said Ladybug. I'm so sorry, Bear. Please go back to sleep. Look at Ladybug. Little Ladybug on big black Bear's nose. Bear rolled over and closed her eyes. Ladybug slipped under a log nearby. Look at Ladybug under this big log. That's where she's going to go to sleep. Good night, Bug, said Bear. Good night, Bear, said Ladybug. Good night, Woodchuck. Good night, Turtle. Good night, Skunk. Good night, Snail. Good night, everyone. See you in the spring. And all the animals went to sleep in the winter. They won't wake up until it gets warm outside in the springtime. After winter comes spring. But for now, we'll let all these animal friends sleep. Thank you very much for listening to this book, friends, and helping all the animals go to sleep. They were really silly, weren't they? That was Time to Sleep by Denise Fleming, and that's the end. So we'll say the end. The end. Very good. Now it's time, friends, get your hands up because we're going to learn some sign language today. Sign language is when we say words with our hands instead of our mouths. And I found 3 words for us to learn today. The first word is when it gets cold outside, we're going to learn the word for cold. In American Sign Language, we say cold with both hands. You're going to make them into fists like this. Can you make 2 fists? You're going to put them up under your chin, tuck your elbows in, and you're going to shiver back and forth. This is the word for cold. Cold. You can pretend to shiver. Cold. Very good. The second word we're going to learn is when the animals get really sleepy. We're going to learn the word for tired or sleepy. Take both hands again and make them flat against your chest. You're going to take them flat, and then you're going to say tired. Tired. Flat against your chest and say tired. Tired. Very good. And the third word we learn is the word for sleep. When you go to sleep, you're going to take one hand, put it in front of your face. You're going to take your fingers out and then bring them in. Sleep. Sleep. You can even close your eyes with that one. Sleep. Just one hand for sleep. Very good, my friends. We learned 3 words in sign language today. When it's cold outside, can you shiver? Cold. Cold. And when you're really sleepy, you are tired. Tired. So you go to bed and you go to sleep. Sleep. Those are 3 words in American Sign Language that we just learned today, friends, and good job for learning those. I am so proud of you. You are so smart for learning those words. Be sure to practice them so you get really good at them too. We're learning sign language in most of our story times, so you can go back and learn other words in other story times too. Good job, my friends. Give yourself a round of applause in sign language. This is clapping in sign language. Good job. Why don't we sing one more song and then we'll read our last picture book together. In that last book, we talked about different animals that do different things and go to sleep in different places for hibernation. So we're going to talk about bear, we're going to talk about bird, and we're going to talk about, who else are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about squirrel. These friends do different things when it gets cold outside. With different winter things are happening. So we're going to start with bird, and it's getting colder. Remember cold? Cold. Let's sing this song together. Getting colder, what should bird do? Getting colder, what should bird do? Getting colder, what should bird do? What should bird do, my story time friends? When it gets colder, the birds are going to fly south for the winter. They fly south because it's warmer down south. Bird flies south with all her friends. Bird flies south with all her friends. Bird flies south with all her friends. That's what bird does, my story time friends. Good job. Thank you, bird. Bird's going to fly south where it's warmer. Next, we're going to talk about squirrel. What will squirrel do when the wind is blowing? Wind is blowing, what does squirrel do? Wind is blowing, what does squirrel do? Wind is blowing, what does squirrel do? What does squirrel do, my story time friends? Squirrel loves to find acorns, and when she finds acorns, she hides them when it's cold outside so she can eat them when she can't find more food. So she finds and hides her yummy food. 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 That's what squirrel does, my story time friends. And she shakes her bushy tail while she does it too. Now we've only got one animal friend left. This is bear. When it's snowing outside, that's proof that it's really cold outside. When it's snowing outside, what's bear going to do? Snow is falling, what does bear do? Snow is falling, what does bear do? Snow is falling, what does bear do? What does bear do, my story time friends? Can you guess what bear does? We've talked about it quite a bit. Bear goes to sleep. Can you sleep like bear? Sleeps until the springtime comes. Sleeps until the springtime comes. Sleeps until the springtime comes. That's what bear does, my story time friends. Good job, bear. Good job, all of my animal friends, and good job, my people friends, too, for singing that song with me. I'm really proud of you for singing today. We're going to read one more picture book, and then we'll say goodbye for today. Are you ready for the last picture book, my friends? This is another bear book. This bear is not sleepy, though. This book is called Bear Dreams. And it's by Elisha Cooper. Can you sit down one more time? Can you put your listening ears on one more time? Can you catch a bubble one more time? Very good. We're ready for the last story, Bear Dreams. This little bear is not tired. Bear can't sleep. Bear's in his cave. His parents are asleep, but he is not sleepy. Why do the other animals get to play outside while he has to stay in a cold cave sleeping? He should be hibernating. But all these other animal friends are not hibernators. That's not fair, said Bear. Bear has an idea. Bear's going to leave the cave. He calls the other animals together and tells them the plan. I see geese and a woodpecker and a snow rabbit and a beaver and a moose. I want to race, he says. Excuse me. So Bear races the rabbits. I think he's going to lose that race. I want to wrestle. And he wrestles the moose. He headbutts him. I don't think he's going to win that fight. I want to climb trees with Woodpecker. Oh no, the beaver's chewing the tree, and the tree's going to fall with Bear still on it. I want to fly across the lake, but Bear doesn't have wings. And then fly back. Look, he's pretending to fly with geese and fly all the way back. What if we get tired, the animals say, and want to rest? But Bear says, no, there will be no resting. More, I want to play more. But all the other animal friends got tired. I think it's time for them to go to bed because it's nighttime. Shh. Look, Bear is sleeping. Bear sleeps. He's sleeping outside the cave. One of his parent bears finds him outside the cave. His mother and father carry him back to the warm cave where he will sleep until spring. He was just dreaming of flying and climbing and wrestling. He wants to play with all the other animals, but it's really important that Bear gets his sleep in the winter until spring. That was Bear Dreams, my friend. It's lots of fun to play when you're awake, but it's really important to get lots and lots of rest too. I hope you'll take a nap or go to bed tonight and have really fun dreams about story time. And maybe you'll dream about big bears sleeping in their caves too. Friends, thank you very, very much for being a part of Toddler Story Time today. Remember our vaccine clinic this Saturday and our Super Saturday Celebrate Hanukkah this Saturday as well. You can find more events on our calendar at faylib.org/events. Before we go, why don't we sing a goodbye song? Can you wave goodbye like this? Let's sing our goodbye song, and then I'll see you next time. Goodbye, goodbye, we'll see you soon. See you soon, see you soon. Goodbye, goodbye, we'll see you soon on another day. Let's sing it one more time. Goodbye, goodbye, we'll see you soon. See you soon. See you soon. Goodbye, goodbye, we'll see you soon on another day. Good job, my friends. I am so glad we got to have story time together. We'll see you next week with Miss Sarah for Toddler Story Time. And remember, you made today a special day just by being you. Bye, my friends. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.